Welcome to ConcreteSection. In this video, we'll show you how to generate and customize reports, filter results, and export data for further use. Let's get started. Generating reports. To start generating reports in ConcreteSection, begin by selecting the Report tab in the program. Once you open this tab, you'll see a list of available tables you can include in the report, such as project tables, structure tables, load tables, result tables, and a section where you can add graphics. You have two options for generating a report. Use the Report All button to automatically create a full report or build a custom report by selecting only the tables and graphics you need from the list of tables and the graphics on the left. Report All tool. You can use the Report All button to automatically generate a new report that displays the most relevant project information along with graphic images based on your current window settings. When you click the Report All button, the program briefly switches to the RC Section tab and then to the Stress Results tab to gather the necessary graphics. As you scroll through the report, you'll see a variety of tables, interaction diagrams, and graphics showing stresses, strains, and more. In the Included Tables section, you'll find a summary of all the tables and graphics currently included in the report. You can drag these items to rearrange their order, or click the X to remove a specific table. This allows you to customize the report as needed. Building custom reports. If you'd rather build a custom report by hand, you can manually add content by either double-clicking report tables or dragging them from the list on the left and dropping them into the desired position on the report to the right. For example, we can add the uncracked section properties by double-clicking it, and then do the same for the initial stiffness properties. Next, we can drag the moment unity checks to the table at the bottom of the report and then place the Reinforce Results tab just above it by dragging it into position. Customizing tables. When you click on a table in the Report Filter tab becomes available. Here you can adjust settings such as table width. For example, setting two tables to half width allows them to appear side by side, which is great for fitting more information on a single page. Let's take a look at the Moment Unity Checks table. This table shows the unity values for all result cases. With this table selected, under the Selected Table Extremes section, we see that Extreme Rows is set to Show All by default. If we check the Extreme Rows Only box, the report will instead display only the maximum and minimum rows highlighted in red and blue respectively. If you're only interested in the worst case scenario, where the unity value is the highest, you can set the included rows to max. If certain columns, like the interaction phi MNX or interaction phi MNY, aren't relevant for your report, you can uncheck them to hide them from view. You can also drag columns to rearrange their order and customize the table layout to fit your needs. Filtering result cases. In addition to filtering by extreme rows, you can also filter result tables by load case. With the Reinforcement Results table selected, let's first choose to show all results. Now, let's go to the Report Settings section. By default, all result cases are included. Next, let's click the Filter button to open the Selected Result Case Filter dialog. For example, if you only want to see results for the 1.4 dead load case, select it from the list and click OK. The table will then automatically shrink to display only the specific values for the selected result case. This makes your report more focused and relevant. The tools give you a lot more control over what happens in your report and how it's organized. Whether you're building a custom layout, fine-tuning individual tables, or filtering data for clarity, you can tailor each report to suit your project's needs. Exporting results. In addition to viewing results with ConcreteSection, You can export any table to Excel for custom visualization. This is especially useful for data related to the interaction surface and diagrams. You can add specialized tables like the interaction surface table, the MX/MY diagram table, and the PMX diagram table or PMY diagram table to your report and then export them for further use. For demonstration purposes, let's add a PMX diagram table to the report. Note, if you plan to plot this data in Excel or another external tool, be sure to include the points column. This ensures the values are plotted in the correct sequence, which is especially important for curved surfaces and diagrams. Once the table is set up the way we want, click Save, then select Microsoft Excel File. Next, adjust the export settings. In this case, we'll choose to export the data only and select Open After Export. After clicking OK and saving the file, Excel will launch and display the exported table data. Moment curvature and tangent stiffness diagrams. To include the moment curvature behavior in your report, you can start by adding the ConcreteSection results table. This table shows the curvature of the section and its tangent stiffness under the applied loads. Tangent stiffness, which is the rate of change of moment with respect to curvature, indicates how stiff or flexible the section is at a given load level. A high tangent stiffness means the section resists bending strongly. A low tangent stiffness means it bends more easily, often due to nonlinear effects like cracking or yielding. We can use the program to generate moment versus curvature and moment versus tangent stiffness data that can then be plotted outside of the program in Excel. The software includes an example project to demonstrate this. Let's open the moment curvature example. In this model, a cross-section is loaded with strong axis moment in the dead load surface case. Looking into the load case manager, you'll see 50 load combinations. These combinations scale the moment from 10% to 100% in non-uniform steps, tailored to provide better resolution in nonlinear regions so that the resulting plots are more informative. With this set up, the program can compute curvature and tangent stiffness values as the applied moment increases through these customized load levels. Switching to the report view, the ConcreteSection results table shows that as the MX moment increases, the curvature increases and the tangent stiffness decreases, which aligns with the expected behavior for a reinforced concrete cross-section. In the example folder for ConcreteSection, there's an Excel file where the data in this table has already been exported and plotted. Looking at the moment curvature diagram, you'll see a nonlinear curve where the curvature increases with moment. Changes in the slope indicate yielding of the reinforcement. The extreme reinforcement layer finishes yielding around 800 kip inches, and the center layer finishes yielding around 1000 kip inches. Switching to the moment versus tangent stiffness graph, we can see how the section stiffness drops as the applied moment increases. The sharp declines in stiffness correspond to yielding in the extreme reinforcement layer at 800 kip inches and the yielding in the center reinforcement layer at 1000 kip inches. With these tools, you can gain a deeper insight into your section's nonlinear behavior and better understand the analysis results of your reinforced concrete section. That wraps up our walkthrough of reporting in ConcreteSection. You've learned how to build and customize reports, filter results, export data, and even generate moment curvature and moment tangent stiffness plots using an example project. For more help, check out the user's guide or browse our other training videos. Thanks for watching and have a great day.